Today we talk to
My name is Nicolas Baldeyrou.
Where are you from?
I am from France, from Paris exactly.
How did you come to the clarinet?
I was something like 6 in the car with my mom, and I was listening to the radio, and there was a Mozart concerto with Jacques Lancelot, and I was immediately fascinated by this instrument. And then I asked my mom to bring me to the conservatoire, and I was really lucky. She was absolutely happy with that, especially because nobody is a musician in my family, so it was a very, very nice thing.
What is never missing in your clarinet case?
I would say batteries, for sure, a spare mouthpiece, a pen, a tuning machine, and earplugs for the orchestra.
Any advice that someone gave you and changed your life?
A very valuable piece of advice by Daniel Barenboim. Take interest into all forms of arts and build bridges between them.
Who were your clarinet teachers?
I started clarinet when I was 7.5 in my small city near Paris with a teacher called Pierre Billot, who were a very enthusiastic musician. I mean, he gave me so much joy and passion about the music and the instrument. I mean, I just don't count how many hours we made some duets together, sightseeing, absolutely everything. So I'm eternally grateful for giving me so early so much passion for music and clarinet. Then I moved to the Conservatoire of Saint-Maur with a very good teacher called Véronique Febvre, who was an ex-pupil of Michel Arrignon, and she really taught me all the basics and fundamentals about technique and about the instrument. And then when I was 14, I entered the Paris Conservatoire with Michel Arrignon, where I stayed more than 7 years.
What did you learn from Michel Arrignon?
First, I never met a clarinet player at that time who thought basically about every aspect of the clarinet technique. I mean, he thought so much about all the fundamentals like breathing, embouchure, staccato, airflow, finger technique, about all the parameters, that it was of course an incredible gold mine for me when I came to the conservatoire. But above all, the most impressive and important was his musicianship. I mean, he had such a vocal way of playing clarinet. It was absolutely incredible. His way of doing the long phrases, singing intervals, using the vibrato was an unbelievable source of inspiration. And I guess that every pupil of Michel will tell the same. I mean, just listening to him play in the class was already a masterclass itself. So it was for me really one of the best concerts of my life, going to my lesson every week. About my age when I entered the conservatoire, of course I was 14, which is a very young age to come to university. So it was good and bad at the same time. Of course it was crazy because I had to share my schedule between school and conservatoire, so my schedule was absolutely overloaded, and I was not doing enough homework at home for school and not practicing my clarinet enough. But I mean, at that age you learn so naturally, so fast, that I guess everything which I was learning anyway influenced my future development. Had fantastic lessons about harmony, piano, counterpoint, music history, analysis, chamber music. I mean, the team of professors were absolutely outstanding. So even if I was not practicing enough, it was anyway a great time for improving and opening new path in my musical development. So I would say that it was difficult, but for me it was a very good thing to enter that early. And then when you finish your studies at 20, 21, something like that, then so many possibilities are offered to you. I mean, you have the life ahead. So I was very happy about that.
A concert that you will always remember?
There are so many great concerts and emotions I can remember from my musical career. It's very hard to choose, but if I have to choose one, I would maybe choose one concert with a Rite of Spring and Bernard Haitink conducting. It was in '95. I was part of the European Union Youth Orchestra, and we made a crazy tour in Europe, finishing in London in the Royal Albert Hall. It was of course for the proms, and it was, I mean, like always, like a fully packed audience, 5,000 people in a very excited atmosphere. And I was playing the E-flat clarinet part in the Rite of Spring, which of course is full of crazy solos and a very interesting part. And I still have goosebumps about that concert. I mean, it was such an incredible amount of emotion and energy at the same time. And it's typically the kind of concert which motivates you to find a very nice orchestra position later and to go on practicing your instrument and to make a musical career.